CNN's Fareed Zakaria is defending the Bilderberg Group meeting and says that there's nothing that is said in the meeting that the attendees don't already say in public, and that they say nothing differently inside the secretive meeting. You are hilarious, Fareed. That is so funny. You Scroll and Key, sister organization of Skull and Bones member over there at Yale University. You anti-American, anti-Second Amendment, treasonous traitor. That's right. CNN's Fareed Zakaria, born in India, attended Yale University, where he became a member of Scroll and Key, the sister organization to the Skull and Bones Society, the American inducting branch of the Illuminati. That's right. Really, there's three organizations: the Wolf's Head, Scroll and Key, and Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones, of course, being the most popular. Many people overlook the lower level sister organizations that are still extremely powerful. So, Fareed was known to have attended the Bilderberg meeting, and on his blog last year said, if only people who wrote the alarmist treaties on the Bilderberg Group were allowed in, they would be so utterly disappointed. On the few occasions in my life when I've been this inside centers of conspiracy, I've been disappointed and relieved to find they were pretty much like the world on the outside. Yeah, he also goes on to say that the Bilderberg meeting is just a conference like dozens of others around the world. And the idea that a finance minister or banker would say something with a group of 150 people that is any different from what he would say in public is crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy because they have Chatham House rules, which means that the attendees must swear to secrecy, must not talk about who else attended the meeting, must not talk about what was said specifically in terms of who said it, and most members just don't talk about it, pretend it doesn't exist. So, gee, CNN, why is it that if it's just an ordinary conference, why is it that CNN hasn't covered it for the last 15 years, 20 years that CNN has been on the air? Fox News has been in business, Fox News channel since 1996, so for the last 15 years, the 24-hour Fox News cable news channel just didn't think it was important at all. No, the Bilderberg Group certainly doesn't have any power and influence when they can just ask the media to have a complete blackout for decades, and it happens. Gee, I bet they can't call in any political or economic favors either. Really. You know, here is a clip of anti-American treasonous usurper Fareed Zakaria saying that we are misinterpreting the Second Amendment to the Constitution, and it doesn't really say that it gives ordinary citizens the right to bear arms. We are just mistaking, we're just misunderstanding what it says.
Now, when you look at the German Constitution apparently, I've read it once, is very similar to the American one, but it's sort of more modern, more streamlined. It doesn't have some of the kinks. For example, people point out that the Second Amendment is a grammatical mess. Whatever you may think of the right to bear arms.
It's nearly incomprehensible as a sentence.
Right.
Yes.
And so, are there things that constitutional scholars look at and say, these have been problems for 222 years?
Well, certainly when it comes to the American Constitution,
I think the person misunderstanding the Second Amendment is Fareed himself. Fareed, maybe you should go back and take some more English classes. I know that it's not your first language, although you do speak it very well. But the Second Amendment clearly states a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to bear arms shall not be infringed. It means the people. It means the ordinary citizens. You see, these anti-American Illuminati globalists say that the Second Amendment really means that, it gives the government the right to bear arms. That's what that means, when almost every other element of the Constitution gives power to the people and protects ordinary people from a tyrannical government. Yeah, that's why the First Amendment to the Constitution is the freedom of speech, press, assembly. Then the second one, being the second most important thing, says that we have the right to bear arms, to have guns, so that a tyrannical government can't trample over our rights. So, why is it that every member of an Illuminati-affiliated secret society or quasi-secret organization like the Council on Foreign Relations, the Bilderberg Group, why is it that every single one of these members is an anti-American traitor, anti-Second Amendment, really anti-First Amendment, just scumbag, traitor? I can't even express how terrible these people are. Fareed Zakaria. Yes, we're just misinterpreting it. Yes, the Bilderberg Group doesn't talk about anything in private or in secret that they don't talk about out in the open. That's why, for the last 58 years, since 1954, the mainstream media just doesn't cover the issue. And let me tell you why they're starting to cover it this year, a little bit last year in 2011, because they have to do it to pretend to remain credible. Otherwise, everybody is going to know that a simple guy like me with a bunch of books in my library and a YouTube channel is more informed and has no strings attached to what I say, unlike these mainstream media, corporate mainstream media mockingbirds, these CIA propagandists and gatekeepers. Yeah, I'm the one that's reading the Constitution wrong. Yeah, oh, I guess that's wrong. I am just a little out of touch, I guess. So this year, 2012, as the media covers the Bilderberg Group, let's not forget that they have ignored it and had a blackout for decades, and the only reason they're covering it is to try to attempt to maintain the aura of credibility. Gee, CNN, where were you covering the Bilderberg Group for the last 15 years? Fox News, I guess it just wasn't important then. You know, it just wasn't important in the past, but now it is important, right? And so the Drudge Report has been covering this for the last few years. That is also making it safe for the mainstream media to address it, because the Drudge Report largely sets the agenda and the discussion for the main discussion in the mainstream media. Okay, so the fact that the Drudge Report is on board with this, everybody has to pretend that they are interested in it and that they are telling you about, oh, see, there's no conspiracy with, oh, what do you mean we're talking about it here today, this year, there's all these conspiracy theorists just say that that the mainstream media is covering it up, but here, we're talking about it right now. Oh, geez, thanks for doing that for the last 20 years, for the last 58 years, really, since the Bilderberg Group has been meeting annually. Yeah, you're so trustworthy, mainstream media. And Fareed Zakaria, you Skull and Bones affiliate, scumbag.